If you're in a moment where money feels tight, progress feels slow, and part of you is wondering how to stay calm instead of panicking, I'm right there with you. Today, I'm sharing how I'm walking through a financial low right now and the mindset shifts that are helping me stay stable, calm, and determined as ever, even though I don't know what's going to happen. So at the beginning of every month, I like to pull a card from Kim Cram's archetype deck. And for January, I wanted to see what gifts were coming towards me, and I pulled the desert. The thing with universe and the thing with cards is that they're never going to lie to you. I find that they really reflect the energy that you are feeling at the time. Yeah, I am definitely going through the desert right now as I rebuild my life and business. I'm a hypnotherapist and I've been in psychology for 20 years and doing hypnotherapy for the past 6. But I am completely rebuilding in a new niche with new products, new services, and sometimes that can take a little bit of time to build. With the desert, there is no place to hide. I feel in the past couple of months, especially as we move from the year of the snake into the horse, that the snake really wants us to shed all of those things that are not serving us anymore. I'm shedding a lot. And in the past, I may have distracted myself in certain ways, but now that I find myself in the desert, it's just me, myself, and I. And the beautiful thing about the desert is that things die there. And I am happy to finally release some beliefs and patterns that have been holding me back for too long. And there's no better place than the desert to leave those things. You know, back in 2016, I did the Mongol Rally, which is one of the most adventurous things that you can do. I drove from London to Mongolia and back in a Toyota Yaris, and one of the most exciting moments in that journey was going through the desert. Funnily enough, as we went through the desert, we saw a lot of abandoned things there. Abandoned cars, animals that have perished, and bring it on, desert, because I'm going to gift you some things that I don't need anymore too. The thing with the desert as well is that you're going to have the darkest of nights there. When we're in the city, when we're distracted, there are lights around us, noises around us, different things to kind of keep us busy and off track. But I'm happy to be in the desert because now all I can hear is myself. Everything's been stripped back. When we start to lose all of those things that have been keeping us preoccupied and we come back to ourselves, then we really start to notice our power. When you feel your resources are low, then you start to become creative. You start to think out the box and you get thirsty in the desert. So that's going to motivate you. Okay, what do I want to do differently? How am I going to walk this path so that I not only survive this desert, but I thrive in it? And these are the things that I'm asking myself every day now. What really matters to you? How do you want to spend your time, your energy, the money that you have, the tools that you have, the gifts that you have? And one of the ways that I am doing that during this season of the desert is to show up here every day. And I have to say, my creativity showing up here every day is on fire. It's been a long time since I felt this creative, and I love departing wisdom every day here for the failure flip. Here we are turning our setbacks into strength. We are flipping failure on its head and cherishing what can be some of the darkest moments in our lives so that we can take that wisdom, take those lessons and bring them forward into our next chapter. The sun is so strong in the desert. The light is there for us. There is a way through this. And whether you see that as universe blessing you or God blessing you, we have this source of energy within us, and that can take us to amazing places, which may feel far away now, but I feel the water is so close for us. And this is kind of the test, because we need to keep taking those steps. We need to keep walking forward without the usual immediate proof that we may get from other vices that we have or things that we do to usually feel better. This is your moment to trust yourself and to see how consistency and self-belief can take you so far. We can give our power away to a lot of external sources in our life. I feel we have been taught that if we trust in this or do that, that we are going to receive success and fulfillment and joy, connection, love, etc. But one of the biggest messages that I want to share with you is that you are the source of your abundance. How many books you've read is not your source of abundance. The certifications you have are not your abundance. It's not your clients. It's not the number of things that you have done. It's not the social media platforms that you are on. At the end of the day, you are your ultimate power. And what I mean by that is that when you really go inwards again and look at your beliefs, look at your actions, how you're showing up every day, how you are realizing that you have all the tools within you to completely transform, now we're talking. Because we do not know when the helicopter is going to come and rescue us. Maybe the helicopter doesn't even know that we're in the desert right now. So this is the time to access our inner resources. The external may not be there right now, but we've got a lot of stuff within us that can change this moment. So what can we actually do? One of the books that I've been reading lately is More Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. And I love this book because she tells a little mini story for every day of the year. And on March the 29th in this book, she has written this: you can clear the land, plow the field, spread the fertilizer and plant the corn, but you cannot make it rain. You cannot determine exactly what will happen in your life. The rain may or may not fall. But one thing is certain, you will get a harvest only if you planted something in the field. Wow. Even in the most driest conditions, it still rains in the desert. So no matter how desolate you may feel right now, no matter how lonely or disconnected or unsure you may feel right now of what is ahead of you, you can still plant seeds in the desert. And that's what we need to do, because without the seed, how can we grow the fruit? How can we grow our desires, our project, our passions without first taking that little step, just putting that seed in the ground? So knowing that it does rain in the desert, I'm going to keep showing up regardless. I'm going to keep showing up, putting the effort in, believing in myself, moving forward, because the rain is coming. The rain is coming. But here's the other thing. I know that I cannot control everything. I know that we want for things to arrive at a certain time in a certain way when we're rebuilding our life and business. But the truth is that if we show up the best for ourselves, then the rest will come in its own time. And that is the best that we can do. Essentially, I do, I be, I am, and I surrender. But the thing about money is that it doesn't only respond to what you're doing, especially if you're like pushing, hustling, forcing, worrying. This is not going to get us very far with money. It is more about who you are being, the identity. This is when we're really starting to talk about the roots here, the roots of who you actually believe you are. Do you believe you're worthy of money? Do you believe that you're capable of holding money? Do you believe that it's easy to make money? Do you believe that you deserve the money, that you can have the money, that you are a person who holds wealth? The deepest change in your financial situation is not just going to come from showing up for yourself, but from having the foundation and the identity of, I love money, I know money is coming to me, and I claim it. I'll be honest, I've been kind of putting off about making videos about money because it is something that I'm definitely working through myself. If you see my past videos, 2 years ago, I was in serious debt and I took a job in China to just put my head down and work that money back. Yes, I did make most of the money back, but it definitely wasn't the easiest way or the most aligned way for me. And now that I have kind of got myself back to zero, I never want to put myself through that again. And I am learning every day how to repair my relationship with money. In the past, I have received large amounts of money and instantly panicked. I've given it away, spent it away, because actually my nervous system felt unsafe with that amount of money. I wasn't used to it. So I'm making a promise to you here that I will share a lot more videos with you about money. I'm not the best money guru, but I know that it's still gonna be so useful for some of you to hear, because I'm just going to show up and be honest and share with you in real time about how I am repairing my relationship with money. I'm learning to actually talk to my money, look at my money, say thank you for my money, and feel good about having it in the first place. It's a process, and I promise to share that with you. Only a couple of days ago, I was feeling pretty low. My rent is due tomorrow, and I was talking to my mum a couple of days ago saying, I don't know how I'm going to pay this rent. And bless my mum, I know she was trying to help. She said, you know, Alice, the world is in a very difficult position right now, and people, they just don't have money. There's not enough money. And Mum, with the utmost respect, I know times are difficult, but there is a lot of money in this world right now. Money is circulating constantly. There is a bucket loads of it, and everyone can have a piece of this pie. I feel the real question is, are we open to believing that we can have that money? And are we open to actually receiving it? We can have that money. And I am saying yes to this money, which is all around me. I know that we can feel very drained very quickly. There is a chance that if you're watching this video, you are feeling burnt out. You are feeling drained. You are feeling heavy from being in the desert. And the beautiful thing about energy and willpower is this. This is what I've recognized in my life. There have been times where I feel that I do not have an ounce of energy left in me. But when I wanted to do something that I loved, that I was passionate about, that I was so excited about, suddenly the battery pack just came right back into my life. And I was like, whoa, battery pack. And this is the thing. One of the things that I am noticing so much in this world is that many of us are doing what we don't want to do. Actually, many of us are doing what we hate. People are stuck in jobs that they hate. People are doing things which drain them, which are so hard to do. And the beautiful thing about humans is that we're unique. We are all born with these phenomenal skills, these phenomenal talents, these different views, these different perspectives, these different angles. And as a society, we've been programmed to forget about that, to dismiss those things, to keep them quiet, to keep them subdued, and go off and do what is expected of us, or what we think is going to earn us money, or what we think is safe. I'm so over that. I believe that we are given a toolbox when we are born, and we have every right to use it for the benefit of not only ourselves, but everyone around us. It's possible, it's here, and we can do it. We just got to be brave, because it's going against what society may be telling you, what your parents may be telling you, what your peers or friends may be telling you. It's time to reclaim what you came here for. And what happens when you do things that you're passionate about? It's going to refill your tank so quick. Joy is going to come back into your life. You're going to start feeling connected again, alive again, passionate again, creative. And yes, this transition may take some time, where you're moving from your old job and identity into your new one, but let's move. Let's not stay stuck here in fear. Let's really follow and do what we got to do to get to where we were meant to be in the first place. Burnout is not a lack of discipline. It's a lack of alignment. And if there's one thing I'm passionate about, it's about getting you right back on that path to yourself. So as we walk in this desert together in this season of our lives, I'm imagining that you and me have a backpack on our backs, and what are we going to have in there? What do we need to walk through this desert and come out the other end together? I believe we need these three things. Number one, remember your desires. Your desires are going to fuel your path forward. And I'm not talking about just asking for the bare minimum here. Forget about just saying, I just want the money to pay my rent, or I just want the money to pay this bill, or I just want this money to be able to buy shopping this week. Let's think way bigger than that. What are your desires? Do you want to be loved? Do you want to have great relationships? Do you want to have fun again? Do you want to paint every day? Do you want to ride your bike? These are all the things that I love, by the way. Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to win an award and celebrate deep change that you're making in this world? The more that we think out of the box and expand our desires, then the more the universe is going to deliver to us. If you just say, I just need enough for this, I just need this in order to do this, then the lid is here. But open the box, think more, ask for more, and the space will be created in your life to receive so much more. Number 2, when you know what you really want, set your intentions for how you're going to get it. And yes, we can have some idea about how we're going to get it, i.e., I promise to show up here every day for you. I promise to take care of myself every day, to move my body, to be creative. This is what's important to me right now. Universe will deliver this in many ways. Who knows how we're going to get what we want? But if you set the intention, you know the desire and you set the intention, then that train is moving, that train is going. Let your intuition guide you into how to move through your day and achieve what you want. And if you've watched my other videos, I've talked about this. I think it was in my goal setting video that I will link below. Your intuition is probably going to tell you very crazy things this year. I feel 2026 is going to be very noisy, with people saying that you should do things a certain way, in a certain order, and that you can only get what you want if you do A, B, and C. But when you connect to your intuition, it's going to give you ideas. They're going to come out of nowhere. And you've got to give yourself quiet time to hear that. And when you do hear it, do not dismiss it straight away, because it could be your greatest idea yet. Then you got to follow through. I've had enough of talking the talk and not walking the walk. There were times in my past where I planned, I prepared, I journaled, I meditated. I was like, please happen, please happen, please happen. But I did not do the action. And belief without action will not equal what you want in life. We've got to think it and we've got to do it. So follow through, keep showing up for yourself, and it's inevitable that the results will come. If you want more tools in your backpack, please check out the Flip Starter. It is my 1-hour on-demand workshop that includes my 5 essential tools to flip your failures and completely reset your path in the right way. The link to that is below. So this season is what it is. If you are in the desert, let's go. You are still standing. We are still choosing alignment. We are choosing to plant our seeds. You've got this, dear change maker. And please like and subscribe if this message resonated with you today. I'm going to be here tomorrow. And remember, you have not failed. You are being forged.